What's up, guys? Another video here. Thank you for the continued support. So I've sat down reflecting the whole day, the pain. Finally, I think I'm sober now to reflect what really went wrong for Arsenal in the game against Tottenham. Yeah. A lot has been said. People have laughed at us.
Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0, and I'm telling you this, fam, I flew all the way to Hong Kong and I finally saw my team beat these, man.
They've said, oh, Gyökeres is here to make us predictable. We're now gonna be easy to attack, easy to defend. Yeah, our enemies are talking, our rivals are talking. That is what you expect when you lose a North London derby. I'm not the happiest person today, but we still have to move on regardless. So here are my 2 cents on what really went wrong for Arsenal yesterday. I think to start with, there's some hope because we didn't have our full squad. One key player who is always a very serious person who likes to come in clutch is Gabriel Magalhaes. That is one serious player who wasn't there. I also think Jurrien Timber wasn't there. That is also something that we need to consider. Yeah, so those are two very key positions. And also the third thing is that Zubimendi only played in the second half. So I can say with great confidence that there was no good selection for the squad. I think Arteta took the game very lightly. It wasn't a very serious game. It was a pre-season friendly. So yeah, Tottenham fans, you can celebrate the match you want, but we didn't have the full squad. And also, the goal that was scored was supposed to be a foul. In the Premier League, that will be a foul, 100%. So Tottenham fans, don't rejoice too much. Having said that, I still think that Arsenal was still lacking in some capacities. With only a goal separating the two teams, we could have easily gotten 2 or 3 goals and won the game. So once again, there are 2-3 players that I'm gonna point out who I honestly think they should really pull up their socks. One of these players is, of course, Martinelli. Everyone has talked about Martinelli. They're saying that the preseason Martinelli has been very low, and I don't want to say it's only preseason because even last season, towards the end, Martinelli wasn't scoring at all. He had a very difficult time. For an attacker in a team that is finishing in the top 4, should be able to bag at least, let's say, 10 goals in a season, 15 goals in a season. But Martinelli has been lacking in those capacities. I think it's high time we got a good left winger, somebody who can terrorize on the left wing as much as Saka terrorizes on the right wing. We have a couple, if not a handful of players in the right wing. We have Bukayo Saka, we have Ethan Nwaneri, we now have Madueke. The kid also, Max Doman, can also play on the right wing. So the left wing with Trossard's injury and now Martinelli not firing, Arsenal definitely need to go into the transfer market and get a left winger. The cameo Reece Nelson, he performed really well when he got in. At least we felt like there's a left winger playing for Arsenal. Yeah, so definitely, unless we improve on the left hand side of the pitch, I don't think Arsenal gonna perform well in this coming season. Yeah, so that is one key area that needs to be worked on. Another player that needs to score, I think it's Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz played really well, but once again, for Arsenal standards, we want somebody who is a prolific goal scorer in that position, and that's why we bought Victor Gyökeres. He only played 13 minutes, only caught the ball once, so we're gonna excuse him in this first game. Hopefully, just as Mikel said, hopefully we can see a lot more in the Villarreal game. And I'm waiting and rooting for him to do something great in the game. Another position that I think we need improvement is, on the, of course, when Zubimendi came in, the defending midfield position was okay. So the other position that we can work on is on the right. I think Ben White was excellent, but again, there are some misfires, miscrosses. And I think there's a way Jurrien Timber handles the right back position and makes Arsenal more lethal. On the left back position, I think we're okay with Miles Lewis-Kelly. Yeah, so honestly, I just think the main reason why we lost the game is because The players were a bit tired having arrived a day later compared to Spurs. So, and also the humidity. Arsenal they just weren't fit for the game. I think they were somehow tired and they didn't give their all. Compared to Tottenham players were there to win the game. You could see it in they really defended the goal with all their heart. Yeah, but still one goal, a lucky goal to say there's nothing much Tottenham fans should celebrate about, but Tottenham being Tottenham, yeah, they're banging their chest, they're talking everywhere. I'm not surprised, but hopefully we can see something improve in the next game. Let me know what you think about this. Still no signings for Arsenal. Nothing major has happened. Today was the last day for Arsenal to activate Eberechi Eze's clause. Yeah, so sad to say, but there's nothing much. Hopefully we can now go for Rodrigo and sign him so that at least we can be competitive in this coming season. The season is just 2 weeks shy. So definitely Arsenal should be doing something. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Thank you for the continued love and support. See you guys tomorrow.